We have the after show following Not So Christian Brothers on Thursday. We are all coming together. Justin, Colm, myself.
I think it's nice that we've launched the after show now on a Sunday.
Yes.
The Sabbath.
Yes.
Because we're Not So Christian Brothers. I think there's a certain level of disrespect there that I'm quite comfortable with.
Except Justin has to step away from Mass to attend the after show, which annoys
from
you a little bit.
Mass.
Yes, from saying Mass. You look a bit Mass saying. What is that called? Like a rector?
You look like a priest. Rector damn near killed her. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that means.
It's an old joke.
What is that? Is it dirty?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh my God. Now I've thought about it too much.
Well, no, I do go to Mass occasionally. I do have faith. I mean, I am holding up that side of the argument here. So you're the not so, and I'm the Christian.
No, brother. I have a certain level of spirituality, and it comes from listening to Al Green records. And I absolutely have so much time that people have faith, religion, and spirituality. I think it's brilliant and it's an amazing comfort. I would love that at this time in my life when I do need comfort. I just can't find it. I just can't go there, you know? And so I don't have a problem with people who have a faith at all.
God is always with you.
He's always in you.
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not-so-Christian brothers.
There was another podcast. You were speaking about the Diary of a CEO one. Did anyone see the exclusive with Rebecca Loos? And I know that feels like very old school and do we care?
Oh,
it was
with David Beckham's Rebecca?
Yes, it was James.
I heard about it.
It was so controversial.
Yeah.
Just says it as a... What do you think about that? What do you think about old stories coming back up? Is it because Victoria Beckham's documentary was out this week or last week? Is it to coincide with that and make a bit of noise? Is it attention-seeking narcissism, or is she just setting it straight?
There was a piece which I thought, now it was only from my brain, right? There was a piece, David Beckham is making dinner, right? He's making a roast dinner for his mum and dad, or was, and he looks at the camera going, she can't cook at all. She never cooks at all. Posh. And he says, she did try in Madrid for a while, when we lived in Madrid for a while. And I was thinking, that's because you were away all the time with your woman, you dirty little rat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to my head.
Allegedly.
So she's there trying to cook when he's off with... No, it's not allegedly. It was.
But what do you think about her coming back to talk about it?
Why not?
Did he admit it?
Roundabout, he did.
I don't know if he did ever admit it, Colm.
He did not admit it. You know that political way where you said, it's not that I didn't do it.
They didn't take legal action, which was always telling.
There was no way they were going to take legal action because I think she had too much on them. Yeah. It's like, have you read any of the Virginia Giuffre books?
Yes, of course. It's fascinating.
And now we don't know, A,
now we'll never
how
know.
it's coming out now. B, isn't it weird? Not weird.
That she's dead,
that
Jeffrey's
she died.
death.
Was there more to that death? Like the Princess Diana?
Oh, stop.
It would make a lot of sense for Prince Andrew.
I think she was a very sad woman, obviously.
It would make a lot of sense for Prince Andrew to get him out of the way because he's about to be evicted.
I think, do you know what, fair play to BBC as well for doing that interview with her, the woman who had done her memoir, like she had been her writer. I think like it's great to tell these truths because everyone's so scared of it. You know, the BBC were like, we're going to talk about this. It's so sad when it was like, Ghislaine took her out to get the outfit and then she was going to go meet him. I actually felt so sad about it.
Yeah, it's appalling. It was terrible. But
so what do we think about Rebecca coming back years later to talk about an affair that happened 20 years ago?
Why not? If there's an audience for it.
Yeah.
I think if there's an audience for it, people go for it.
I think pedophilia exists at a higher level across the globe as well, by the way.
This has nothing to do with David Beckham.
Not David Beckham. I'm not saying that.
I just was like,
you
whoa.
just throw something in. And I'm
I
trying
wonder,
to,
are you like,
I'm trying
he's
to
on
cycle
another...
backwards to go, what part of the podcast did
you had
this
too
come
many
from?
nuts.
Yeah. Rory McIlroy's wife. Well, there's a lot
No,
of pedophilia.
we spoke about the lady who committed suicide,
Virginia Giuffre,
and her. I read some of her book, which has been serialized in the Times today. But I think, I think there's far too much solid evidence to show now that this goes back to the thing that we spoke about on the podcast, right? So when you've accumulated all the money, you want all the power, and then when you have all the power, what's left?
Sex.
I think then it becomes extreme sexual behavior.
So there's always
everybody.
there's three pillars. You're saying there's money, there's power, and there's sex, and they always intertwine all the time.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you on
But
that.
do you
I
think
totally agree.
that's with every man?
No, well,
eventually?
it's not with women, by the way.
No, it's not. But it's not with every man. Like
I think you
if
can
I
only
get
be
20
judged.
million, I'm not going to use that 20 million to gain power and then to get sex.
Well, I don't think you know that until such time as you have it. Like there's enough evidence to show that generally people in power become corrupt, right?
Maybe it's because I don't want to be in power. I've no urge to be in power. There's nothing in my mind that wants to be. When I look at people like Trump and, even the TDs, I just want to be so far away for what they stand for.
Yeah, but most people don't want to be in power either. Right? It's a pain in the ass. But the point is, if you suddenly got access to large amounts of money, there's a reasonably good chance at a psychologically profiling level that you would become corrupt. Everybody does.
I think I'm the least corrupt person in the world.
I know,
think
and that's the defensive position that anybody would take.
I think the interesting thing about power, money, and sex for men is the 3 pillars for women, I think, are control. We love control and to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think love is, and it is different to sex. I'm sorry, it is. And we love
Control
sex, but
and
love.
That's so,
But it is control,
Yeah, yeah.
love, and maybe understanding. We want people to understand.
This
So
is
we've
why
3
we need
pillars.
you guys to be running the world.
But it's interesting when you guys talk about your pillars, and I'm not saying yours specifically.
Yeah.
I also found it really interesting when you were talking about power and how it's so sad that it has to be lead beaten and we have to kill to get power. I have spoken to you as a friend, and you have been in management, senior management in huge positions, right? You have, and you've spoken to me about how hard you had to be in certain situations.
Well, you always have to be, yeah.
Sure,
yeah.
but so there you go again.
No, but that wasn't
You
using
have
my...
to be tough.
No, that wasn't using my power. That was using my position. That was, in other words, I had a responsibility to the
Yeah.
board for certain things to happen.
Okay.
And
But
some
you couldn't
people
do it
weren't...
softly, Colm.
Yeah, I try to do it with as much respect as possible. I know
Okay.
there's people out there that do want to kill me, but I would try to make people understand as much as I could.
But in the end,
Why
like,
was
no matter
we
what you're doing, right? Whether it's your parenting abilities, I don't mean you specifically, but whilst we're here, let's talk about them now.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Whether it's your parenting responsibilities or your leadership responsibility in a business or your relationship responsibility with your spouse, you can only but try your best, and at all points you're going to screw it up, right?
Oh, yeah,
we're all just hugely, flawed and infallible or fallible human beings. So I think you try your best, you do the best you can, but I think if you suddenly get on a fast track to money and power, it becomes hugely corruptible. It
Are
really
you like
does.
that though? You have great power and great position, and like you successful. Has it ever turned or changed you? No.
I would say yes, probably. Well, if I think back to being younger, I was very, very wealthy and powerful and at a very, very young age in a business context. And yeah, I think I was probably an asshole. Yeah, in my 20s, definitely.
Does that not come from addiction? Is it not an
that's
addiction?
interesting.
Oh, it is. Yeah, come and question me. I mean,
Power and money. You get so much of it, and you just get addicted, and it's the same as anything else.
Like
Drugs,
sex and
drink,
dopamine.
alcohol.
I think it's a derivative, right? I mean, really, for me, I was addicted to work, and then as a consequence, you get all the nice trappings to go with that. So I think it's, no matter what you do in life, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's with your kids, whether it's with anything, unless you have an ability to have some semblance of balance, or you have some countenance that somebody else in your life says to you, you're a bit of a prick here,
Like
you need to kind of balance yourself down here a bit. You get out of control. And Trump is nobody who says you're an asshole.
I'm thinking as you're saying that, okay, you're using it as a sort of a power thing and a power grab and businessmen. And you go to the creative arts and the very successful creative arts, and let's say you'll take the likes of Paul McCartney or Mick Jagger or Rod Stewart. I'm just saying these are guys, journeymen who've been all the way through, what's your man from the Foo Fighters, whatever it is. I'm just saying that they have all the money in the world. They've never gone. They still seem to have a balance. Like Paul McCartney.
Don't be ridiculous.
Paul McCartney has a balance.
Don't be
yeah.
ridiculous.
No.
But based on what?
Based
Based
on
on
what?
the carefully curated
Yeah, I would
image that
agree.
Paul
No,
McCartney gets out into the world.
He's not driving around in a tank bombing gas.
but he's also-
But he's singing
I'm
Hey
sure
Jude
so
out the back.
But I'm sure Paul McCartney has abused his power
100%,
and his money in his career.
Look at that
We
big
just don't
high
see
profile.
it.
Where?
Look at the big high profile
Where?
divorce he has. We'll never hear very much about the other. It'll
But
always
hang
be
on a
Paul's
second.
side. Look at
I
him
think
still
Putin
performing
and
out of
Trump
ego at
have a
85.
bigger entourage.
Well,
We
I
hear
know,
about
but
him
you
all the time.
can't
Why
just
would
say
Paul
you can't just
McCartney
say
want to
that
abuse
Why
him?
is he better?
McCartney
Because he
is a-
sings?
No, because of his mind. He's not in a power grab narcissistic
Oh, I totally
way.
disagree.
He's an amazing. So you think he runs
I think
around?
he's greedy and a narcissist. Why the hell is he
Paul
still?
McCartney may
Yes.
have to leave.
Sorry, what about
John Lennon? Look at John Lennon.
what about the massive?
not here.
What
He's
about
not
the
with
massive
us.
case
I
that
know
they
he's
took?
not here, but imagine, huh?
What about the massive case they took against Michael Jackson and Apple Records? Just like these guys are wealthy, right?
I think it's not. I don't think they're on the greed, narcissistic level as business.
What, they just love singing ballads?
No, I just think you just want to be
understood,
artistic and flowery, right? And as a context, you think that all people who are artistic are nice.
No, I didn't say nice.
I disagree.
Oh, I never used
He
the
said
word nice.
journeyman.
No, I didn't say nice, but I wouldn't compare Paul McCartney to Putin.
I haven't compared Paul McCartney
I haven't
to Putin.
either. I just said there's greed involved. Also, you asked Justin, who currently has a penis, I think. You have a penis.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
About can women be easily corrupted? And I was kind of over here making my noise.
Right, go on.
Ask me, can women be easily corrupted?
I'm afraid to now, because you've had so much time to think about it. Okay, Rebecca Horan, award-winning podcaster and producer.
Why do you intro me like that? You can't keep doing that forever.
Are women more corruptible than men? Can you corrupt a woman easier than a man? What was the question? Are men more corruptible? Are women more corruptible than the men?
Massive zoom in.
I think we've, sadly, and I'm a total feminist, I think we're more vulnerabilities. And so, of course, but I think we've much more bigger conscience.
But see,
more
my
empathy,
point was that women
able to get out of stuff.
because
Why?
they're not in as much power. They're not. There's no. This is a terrible thing to say, but there's not as many women potentially that you can corrupt and get something out of it, like a huge global favor, right? Like we see what Trump wants with Zelensky. We see what Trump wants with Netanyahu. We see what they're getting.
I think women who
they're
are
all
corrupted
gaining.
are far more dangerous than men. I think if you look at the power wielded by Ghislaine Maxwell with Epstein, what she was manipulating and creating there in that was more dangerous in essence than
Sort
Epstein.
of a sexual corruption.
But I think when women are in that position and it's gone that far, because we're seen as maternal caregivers, we carry child, right? We are the ones who are literally trying to keep families alive. The men are the go-get, right? But when you get a woman who is that, warped and dangerous, it is probably far worse. And maybe that's why there's less of them.
Well, look at Margaret Thatcher. Like what she did good and what she did bad. Invaded a set of islands that nobody even knew where they were. And then the other thing is to see the book that came out about it.
But she won an election on the back of it, so it was a smart move in the end.
Yeah, so she killed people to win an election.
There you go. Power,
and also,
corruption.
apparently now she had 5 affairs.
What?
Did you not read the book that just came out?
No.
Oh, yeah. But, well, you could see it. Like, he was in the back drinking gin all the time.
I couldn't see it for her. I didn't find her hair that fancy. Like, really? 5?
I know some men
She's
back
so
in the 80s
what?
that was their secret fantasy.
Her voice was really.
Irish guys, Dublin guys. That
Would
was their
you
secret.
have?
Would I? Who said I haven't?
Oh, I would have.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you've got
Bit
a
of Maggie.
mommy thing.
Oh, she was.
No. It's not a mummy thing.
Guys, I'm not talking about Gillian Anderson who played her. I'm talking about the actual real lady.
A massive thing for Gillian Anderson when I was younger.
Yeah, but that's not who Margaret Thatcher's the real Margaret Thatcher.
No, but I find strong, confident women very attractive.
But one would like a boy like that.
She didn't sound like that. That's
Sound
Jerry
like
Adams.
somebody from Ballymun.
Margaret Thatcher here. Oh, hey, Richie.
Okay, we have to wrap this up because I have to go somewhere.
Yeah,
I need to ask you, are you a lesbian too? Because your brother is.
No, I'm a fully fledged male.
Are you
He
still a
is.
lesbian?
I
Yeah.
can't be a lesbian. They
Of course
won't
you
let me
can.
in.
Of course you can.
They
And
won't let
cut.
me in.
If you can be a cat, you can also be a lesbian.
Okay, the after show. Please like, follow, subscribe, share this, and get on our Instagram. It's Not So Christian Brothers.
Yeah.
We've got another show then coming out on Thursday with the boys.
We are brothers.
Bye.
Bye.